I built a skyscraper out of Lego bricks, one approximately 14 feet high, and it's gonna get destroyed. Welcome to Built and Destroyed, the series where I build your ideas and you tell me how to destroy them via an Instagram poll. So make sure you're following my Instagram to participate in upcoming destruction polls. Today's build was suggested by Jenny, who asked for a skyscraper of Legos at least taller than my house. And well, I'll tell you, I did my best. I wanted so badly for this Lego skyscraper to be taller than my house, but being a college student who wants to keep to what Legos he has, as well as keeping these videos to a $30 budget, I was able to structurally stretch it to 14 feet. So it's not as crazy as you and I thought that it could be, but it still fits nice and snug into the premise. Anyways, before we get into this build's Bricktastic details, let's take a brief look into the history of Legos. The history of the iconic Lego bricks we all know and love didn't exactly start with plastic. The man who created these unique plastic blocks, Ole Kurt Christensen, started in 1932 making wooden toys in Denmark. In 1936, he named his company Lego, which was adopted from the Danish phrase legot. I'm not entirely sure if I said that right, but anyways, it means play well. Following this, in 1949, the first plastic Lego automatic binding bricks came to be. Later in 1958, this innovative brick got patented with the iconic tube design. And with that, they say you can still use original bricks from the 1960s with today's bricks. It's a long-running, effective, and amazing design. And from there, via the Lego website, we see that the Lego company expands into a well-known brand of building toy, with expansions into education, video games, movies, and even theme park fare. To this day, Lego is still a profitable, well-known, and loved toy company. That, crazy enough, started with a guy in a Denmark workshop building wooden toys. It's fun to look back and see how far Legos come. Enough so that I found or stumbled or whatever you want to say across a 1955 commercial where they tried to take one song and fit it into the Lego vibe. This young boy's glad Lego came. It was a simpler time then. Now on to the build. I grew up with Legos, from those trademark sets to just freestyle building with the iconic bricks. I even got those Lego Master magazines and catalogs, along with those exclusive mini sets. Most of this due to my late grandpa, who was willing to fuel my love for these little plastic bricks. So yes, Legos were a big part of my childhood, which means I was really excited to bring out my storage of molded squares and rectangles to make this build happen. Now, without further building instructions, here is an amazing 30-second build montage of me piecing together a 14-foot Lego skyscraper. So let's get it building, hopefully not tilting. I was trying to rhyme. Anyways. To make you step on more Legos. That's so painful. Not gonna work. To give you more bricks to piece together, there we go. Here's how it all went in all its plastic interlocking glory. This crazy looking skyscraper all started with me digging out my Lego stash and sorting through it to see what I had. I made the effort to sort them into different bins by type of brick, discarding ones I knew wouldn't work. When it came to building, I just decided to free build after some brainstorming and found that going for a step-like design, similar to New York's Empire State Building, was my main idea. Obviously, in a more drastic way for height purposes. I decided to delegate the skyscraper into several pieces both for easy transportation and assembly, as it would be pretty high. And it came down to 4 tower pieces, a 56-inch base, a 56-inch midsection, a 22-inch topper, and a 34-inch spire, which I sadly had to remove about 3 inches of when assembling, thanks to gravity and the fact that I was just completely stressed out and wanted to get the top on. Anyways, in constructing the base, I used a hack I found in my childhood, mixing Lego Duplo bricks with regular bricks. I did this to give the base of the Skyscraper a bit more bulk and hopefully a stronger surface area, with a nice transition into the traditional bricks. Turns out these regular bricks fit nice and snug on the top of these big Duplo bricks. And of course, only the square and rectangular bricks fit. No half sizes or plates. Oh, and unfortunately, they don't connect to the bottom. Which leads me to say, everything was going well with constructing the base, until the first casualty happened. This is when I just decided to attempt to add traditional bricks onto the bottom of the Duplo bricks to try and add just this nice white Lego base plate. And yeah, the bricks as well as gravity were not on my side. So that confirms that regular bricks don't attach at all to the bottom of the Duplo ones, just as I was saying. So I rebuilt the base section and got it to that wonderful 56-inch height with a frame design I came up with to save on both brick usage and as well keep the weight on the external edges. I implemented this same frame design for the midsection with a slight downgrade in size to lower weight, use less bricks once again, and to match with that Empire State Building aesthetic. This one was also going well until I mindlessly bumped it with my elbow and it tumbled off the table. So I was like, "Ah, son of a Hey. You know, I didn't say biatch, I said come on!" Anyways, the midsection was only halfway built, so it was easy to rebuild it and continue on. Of course, to another impressive height of 56 inches. For the topper, I downgraded the size a bit again and got fancy with a bit of architectural design and unnecessary detail elements, like ladders, ropes, and color patterns, constructing it to roughly 22 inches high. Lastly, for the spire, I used a bunch of ramp bricks and just transitioned up until I ran out, simply switching to those circular bricks all the way up to those tube-looking ones. Then I added a nice finishing touch of a little Lego antenna thing I found amongst my Lego collection. With the tower complete, I decided to add some minifigures just chilling throughout the structure, hanging, standing, and sitting. Also, you may notice most of them are bald. That's just how I found them. Now when it came to assembling the tower outside, I felt confident that everything was going to come together nicely. I put it up on a table for dramatic effect, secured each section with fishing line, and it was going well. Until you probably already see it coming. You can probably tell by my facial expression here. I really wanted to spit some mad expletives, but I didn't. I held it together better than my Lego Skyscraper could and rebuilt the midsection. Turns out it fell due to a bad connection, as I missed one little flat piece. So great! I pressed it too much in the attempt to connect the base and midsection, and it caused the tower to sway to a point of failure. So I fixed that, made sure the rebuild didn't have any other issues, split it into 2 parts this time just to make sure something else wouldn't happen, and headed back outside for round number 2. Taking more precaution with a different table, more fishing line, and more awareness. Well, more awareness most of the time. And after a grueling hour of intense anxiety and stress, hoping that it wouldn't fall with every tiny movement, I got it assembled with no further issues. I'm elated that a pile of Legos became a fully assembled skyscraper, but it's now time for it to get destroyed. Okay, that took way longer than anticipated, but there it is. It's standing. The results of the Instagram poll were to subject it to hurricane force winds. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right after I cut those strings. Let's get to it because I'm ready to watch this thing fall to the ground. So here we go. Well, it's about time to clean things up and go inside. Thanks for watching. Thank you to Jenny for the crazy yet fun build, or should I say stressful, crazy, yet fun build idea. And if you have ideas for Built and Destroyed, please leave them in the comments below or somewhere on my Instagram. And I think that's about it. Think fast. Okay, bye.